admission because I'm very young for this topic. Handing over to you, Shiva madam.
Thank you so much, sir. This is Neha Singh from Khalsa College, and I would like to extend a thankful note to you for giving a very relevant presentation. You insisted us all to find significance of thinking globally and acting locally as the need of the hour. And you also taught us that how innovation, sustainability is the call for the hour. You even discussed about, or you even provoked several uneasy questions in all of us minds, and that attracted a lot many questions. So if you permit, I would present before you certain questions that were being asked by the participants. If you allow me.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, a very popular question that has come up from many participants is the question of on online examination to be conducted in India. So do you think, the participants want to know that, do you think that it is the correct decision by the universities in India, keeping in mind that India is a developing country and the technology is very poor? So sir, if you could.
Yeah, madam. Thank you, Neha. So the participants who have asked this question, if you go through my slides, one of the things that was very meticulously mentioned by me was digital divide. So still I ponder about it. Online examination, that is one of the solution that is being taken because of the current scenario by the universities and maybe by the government, because the stake of the student is also at stake, because I think they have to move ahead also into the next batches, or maybe someone have to go for higher education also. But for me, the concern that is digital divide. Even we have online examination, do the students really they have the means? Means I mean to say is technology. Second is if they have the technology, whether they have this compatibility, and third is relevance is whether they are able to use it or not, and fourth is a remote access of this thing. So online education right now is only what you say is a tentative solution for which the university and the government is thinking. I think still it's not yet finalized. From my end, I think for me the big question is digital divide, because I think 70% of our population is still living into the villages, where even for getting our access to primary education also we have to walk around 5 kilometers. I come from this defense background. For my initial schooling, I had to walk around 4 kilometers if I remember it properly. So still that's a big question for me, but the answer would be the time only, because the situation is such a way that it's very difficult even for the government or the university to give appropriate answer, because the stake of the student is also at our stake.
That's very right. The other question is that what are the government plans to increase the gross enrollment ratio in higher education in India?
I think, ma'am, the government is only the best means to answer this question, because I am nowhere related to it, madam. Please, thank you.
The other question that Arul Kamaraj sir asked, that most institutions are using digital teaching learning now. He wanted to know that will that be a threat to future appointments as of now?
For future appointments, madam, that depends on the situation, but that would be one of the most important means for getting, I think, appointment also. I told you there should be a relevance of the skills in the current scenario and coming scenario. So in the future scenario also, digital skills, that will be the need of the hour. But that does not signify that the person who is using digital technology has the required skills and the knowledge to teach the students. So it has to be a combination of both knowledge, skills, and the usage of technology.
Okay. And the other related question is that in the run for the rankings, the teachers are getting exploited and they are being directed or involved into other activities, and so their focus on teaching has been shifted to the other administrative activities of the college or the university. So do you think that because of this it has affected the quality of education in the Indian universities?
I'm thanking to the person who has raised this question. I think indirectly I've answered the same thing in my presentation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And the publishers as well are also charging a lot of money to publish an article. So, what, in your opinion, should be the way out to come up the quality of the publications of the articles and the books?
For all the participants who are right now participating out here, I think you must have gone through the UGC care list also. That's a very good care list where most of the publication they are free of cost only. Second, I think most of you are not aware. Right now, Inflimnight is conducting weekly, what you say is webinars on Thursdays and Monday, where they are actually, trying to tell the faculties and the peoples on what ground they should publish, in which publication journals they should publish, and how the H index and everything is calculated. And all these are free journals only. So what now the fraternity, previously what it was happening, that the faculties, they were running just only after the publication, the quality was at stake, and just after paying the fees, they used to get the publication to get the good API. So I request all the faculties present out here, please go through the UGC care list. And for the science, there is always Web of Science, PubMed, there is there. The UGC care list is very exhaustive list where there are a lot of journals which are free of cost. Kindly go through it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that suggestion, sir. Also, we wanted to know your opinion on that presently the new graduates would be facing a lot many problems because the corporates are freezing the new jobs worldwide because of COVID-19. So we wanted to know your opinion or suggestion for the way out for this situation.
I try to say on the basis of my own knowledge because I'm not from industrial background, because now I'm from academic background only. Right. See, the problem that is faced is not only by the students, it's being faced by the industry also, it's being faced by the government also. But however, government has started lot of means where they have given the opportunities for the SMEs also, and to lot of these companies to start operating also. And that has led to a lot of new joint ventures also. And if you have seen, there are a lot of companies who have started coming back to India. A lot of companies which are previously located in China, now they have shifted to India. So one of the example that is Japan companies, which already has came to India. US has already started, I think, taking out their companies from them. Australia has already taken a policy that either it will shift to India, maybe to this, Vietnam. So the future is bright for the students right now. But future that is bright, it cannot be in 1 month, 2 months, it will take around 4 to 5 months. But the employment opportunities is still there, but that will be on the basis of online mode because we have to come to this situation. But the future is very bright because all now, and if you see the trend of the pandemic also, if you kindly go through the pandemic also, after pandemic there has been a very good sort of economic growth that is even more than double. 1970 was the scenario, 1991, even in the Spanish flu also it was the same. And I hope so this pandemic ends very soon. For India, the future is very bright.
Certainly. Sir, this is the second last question that I am asking you. This question is related to the lack of the emotional quotient and the question on sustainability of the education because it has shifted to the virtual classrooms. So there is a question on the significance of the sustainability as well as the emotional quotient that is lacking or missing in present context. How do you see that, or how do you suggest to overcome this?
See, this I'm trying to answer a good example which I came right now. I think it's 4 or 5 days. One of my neighbors, child, he's going to one of the reputed school out in Bangalore. He was scoring very well, and the parents they were appreciating the teachers like anything that because of you, the mode of teaching everything, the child is performing very well. now the new mode of online teaching has started. So now the parents are also sitting students and watching this online mode of teaching. So what happened? After 2 days, a complaint was lodged with the principal that your teacher does not have the specific knowledge and skills to teach my students. His English is very poor, grammar is very poor. So you see the vice versa out here. One, the appreciation, and second is the criticism. So it becomes the emotional question. So in which context are we trying to understand a situation? So that is a big dilemma for me also, because for a student also right now the emotional quotient is a very big thing, because they are going through so lot of problems out there. Once they are locked down at home also. Second, the online mode of teaching also, and there are no other means for them to have teaching or to go out also. The emotional quotient, it should be linked with IQ also, and the IQ level has gone down like anything. Because same is also happening for us also. We are taking webinars around 5 to 6 daily. So our level also has gone down. So imagine the condition of the students also.
Thank you, sir. And this is the last question of the day. The question is that without addressing the social issues with our education system, how is it possible to internationalize it?
No, madam, it's not at all possible. That's why I told you it should be a blend of Indian scenario also, and it should be blend of international scenario. I'll give an example of that. Why I was saying that, why matlab, I have this different perspective of ranking, all of you might agree or not. See, we are the country that has given this concept of university. This concept of university has came from India. The first 8 university that was established in the entire world, that was in India. Nalanda, Takshashila, that was in India. That was the highest seat of learning. People used to come to India and have this teaching also. When it comes to Ayurveda, when it comes to yoga, when it is come to music, our sort of standard Indian music, there is standard that has been set in ranking, that where we start having feedback from yoga, Ayurveda, from any person that is a part of international country. Can you imagine this scenario? Yoga, this Ayurveda, which is a legacy of India, which only the specific person that is related to yoga and Ayurveda have a specific knowledge. We to have an opinion of a person who is residing abroad who does not have any knowledge about yoga and Ayurveda and is giving his opinion, and on that basis a very high weightage is being given and the ranking is assigned to such institution. So I am very meticulously telling from starting a presentation, it should be a combination of interconnectivity, giving importance to our education system, but adopting to the international standards also. So that has to be a connection. You have to think local, speak vocal, and
Thank you so much, sir, for a wonderful presentation. I congratulate you for a wonderful presentation. Also, on the request of the majority of the participants, I would request, it's my humble request to you to kindly share your presentation, because most of us, they are very much intrigued by your presentation and would love to see it further for further references. Also, it's my request to the participants to please fill in the attendance form that has been circulated in the chat. Once again, I would request the team to circulate the attendance sheet form. Over to Shiva ma'am for giving the vote of thanks, and thank you so much, Shyam sir, for giving a wonderful presentation. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Neha. Respected Shyam sir, fellow participants and the organizing team members, indeed it was an excellent session. You touched upon the trends, comparison of India and China, and the 10 key skills for future graduates. I'm very sure that NAC is also going in that line with the program outcome, and a lot of emphasis is given in that area. And there are so many takeaways, and at the same time, many things to ponder upon. As higher education teachers or the academic fraternity, many things we have to understand and we need to work upon when we are grooming the young graduates. as you told, innovation, you have to innovate, or innovation ecosystem. And many of the points I could relate to the NAC RAF also. At the same time, you have given a very insightful idea about, should we go behind ranking, or should we develop our own system and try to inculcate values which are deeply rooted to our culture, tradition, so on and so forth. It was indeed an exceptionally good session, Shyam sir, and this late evening you spared very crucial time with us. Thank you so very much on behalf of the organizing team and the organizing colleges. Thank you, Deepak sir. Thank you, Ninad sir, for your wonderful cooperation, and also the technical support team who, always they are always there to support us. And once again, Shyam sir, thank you so much for such an insightful and a thoughtful, very meticulously planned session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shiva madam. I'll also like to thank first one of my mentor also, Dr. Ninad Jhala sir, to you, Shiva madam, to Dr. Deepak sir. I think I have only one interaction with sir, and with Neha also. Thanks a lot for giving this opportunity to me. I hope to be associated in future, and to all the participants also who have very patiently listened to me also. Thanks a lot to all of you. Hope I have given some sort of insight into the topic. I think much younger to all of you. Thanks a lot.
Sir, before you leave the group, can I request all the participants to unmute your audio, and can we have a loud round of applause for Dr. Shyam Singh Indra? Thank you so much. Thank you all very much. Now you can mute your audio. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.